really easy MFR exercise that you can do with your ball by a wall. So it's a bit of a weird angle. I hope this is going to be clear. So just a little bit about the anatomy first. So for upper arms, we're thinking the top of the arm, you can kind of see where halfway down the top of the arm the deltoids finish. So covering your rotator cuff, which is like underneath the deep stabilizing shoulder muscles, over the top of that are the deltoids, and they've got a front portion, a middle portion, and a little back portion. So you can roll over those quite easily. You're just kind of going to push the ball into the wall and roll around and see what you find. And then in terms of coming round the back, we can see if you can kind of, you can do it with me, place your hand over your shoulder like that and find that kind of bony ridge. That's your spine of your scapula. And if you kind of palpate it all the way, you'll find the inside edge of your shoulder. You can see mine there. And so that's bony stuff. We're not going to press on bones, we're going to go under the bone. And we're going to basically go right on top of the scapula, the shoulder blade. Okay, there's some really delicious things here. And then we could also go in between the spine and this inner edge of the scapula and get the rhomboids. This is infraspinatus, teres major and teres minor, if you care about those things. And then in between is rhomboids. So we can basically pop the ball. I mean, you can even do this with your hand. If it's very, very sore, you can just do it with your hands. But what we could do is pop the ball on the arm. And then what you want to do is bend your knees so that you're kind of starting a bit lower than on your feet. So then you can press in and you can kind of bend and straighten your legs. So I'm going up and down and I'm kind of seeing if there's any nice juicy bits around there in the deltoids. And I can go all the way to the top of the deltoid by placing my body weight down. I can go to the bottom. And then I can kind of go to the anterior portion by kind of facing into the wall where the ball is rolling forward. And I can then start my way around to the posterior portion, the back portion of the deltoids, and then I can keep coming round then, and I'm not too high up, I'm still below the spine of the scapula. I can feel the spine of the scapula, and I'm kind of just rolling the ball. As I roll back towards the wall, I'm going to roll the ball, and it's kind of like, I don't know if you can quite see, but it's still quite close to my armpit there. And then what I'll do is, if I keep coming round, I'll drop off the shoulder blade, and it means that I can then do the rhomboids up and down the spine. And as you can see, I can come right up here because I'm just off the spine. So the spine is on one side of the ball and the shoulder blade is the other side of the ball. So I can just come up and down, and I could start a bit lower, so I could go down a little bit more. Oh, and it's just delicious. So anyway, give it a go. Remember, it's not really, really dangerous if you're on the bone, but you're aiming for soft tissue. So we're trying to get off the bone, between the bones, or kind of grazing at the edge of the bones is great because that's where all the very deep attachments are. We're going for medium pressure, not full on. If there's any spots that are too painful, so if I found like what we'd call a trigger point there, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go a little bit away, and I'm going to go around that area, and that's going to be much more effective rather than going in and kind of going hard on the bits that are already working too hard. And all you'll do is lay down more collagen and make it even harder. So less is more. Just rolling around, you can do compression where you press and hold. But I think for these ones, it's just really nice rolling around. Just get a ball and roll around and kind of discover what's there. You know, you can use it as an exploratory exercise. So I hope that's really useful, and I hope to see you next weekend, 25th and 26th, when I'm doing my 20-hour online. Now you don't have to come to it live. I know that it might be a bit daunting to do you know, whole weekend live. Don't know why I'm out of breath. It wasn't at all strenuous, but it's exciting, isn't it? So you don't have to come to it all on live. You can sign up and just get the recordings. There's going to be 4 little chunks, so I'm going to show you lots of exercises that you can, and we're going to use tester poses, you see, yoga poses as tester poses, to see the before and after effects of this work, because it's quite profound. And then I'm going to leave you with 5 yoga and myofascial release exercise classes, yoga sessions that incorporate yoga and myofascial release, which are designed specifically on the lines of pull, so the back line, the front line, the lateral and the spiral lines, and the arm lines. So I hope that's going to be useful to you. Join me, and yeah, if you've tried any of these out, give me a comment, let me know, and I'd love to hear from you. I'd like to know where people's tight bits and sore bits are. It's part of my life. It gives me a lot of joy. Not that you've got tight and sore bits, but just kind of knowing the intricacies of the body is my bag. So I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.